Welcome to the Galactic Lounge Podcast, Season 3. Today's speakers will be your hosts, Horror Docs, Garrison, and Marshy Gazelle. Our guest speaker today will be today's topic is on enjoy the show.
Alright guys, welcome to the 4th episode of the season of the GL podcast. Today we got a guest that I thought we were never going to have on because they're kind of cringe.
I should
It's
never be on the
Sage
podcast.
xSpider, not xSageSpider.
I should never be on the podcast, and that's the truth.
That's the truth. And guess what?
What?
The theme today is shooter games.
Ooh.
Gonna be one of like
Fancy.
a couple gaming ones. Okay, first question, probably one question you guys are probably either gonna cringe or cringe at is what do you think about battle royales? Like what's
If they're done
Are-
right,
are they-
then they're really fun.
If you
Yeah.
have friends to play with, then it can be fun.
Yeah.
Like solos
like-
are pretty boring.
yeah,
Yeah.
solos are just like
Yeah, solos are boring. And they go by
Oh,
really
come on, bro.
fast, too.
no solos go by really slow.
It's
no matter
either
what.
Depends
really
on the
slow or
game.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like- And depending how people drop, too. Like,
You could either win the game or die in 3 seconds.
yep.
True. The payout rate is pretty high. So
Yeah.
if you win, it feels better than
Losing.
you won versus 10 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like to have a good battle royale, you kind of have to have like the typical battle royale, which is like 100 players, medium-sized map. You got like a lot of weapons. Like to make it a really fun one, you gotta mix it up a little bit. You gotta have your own tweak or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Diversity.
like Fortnite, which is like a third player, and you got like the building aspect. Kinda cringe.
Yeah.
Because too many kids are like, yo, I gotta build freaking the next Eiffel
Yeah,
Tower
like a
in Fortnite."
14-story building in like 10 seconds. And then jump off the top of it, perform a free
die.
fall with the shotgun, and just slap some dude upside the head.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah. And then like other games like Apex, you're just zooming around. So like there's like the guns are really fast. The gunfights are like done in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you're walking around for like an
8
hour.
hours.
Yeah.
And then you got like PUBG where it's just you're literally
Boredom.
walking. It's like a walking sim.
I played
Yeah,
You all have
Exactly.
snipers.
That game's literally all just like walking around. It's so.
Yeah,
I
you
played
don't- you
one
don't-
game of PUBG. My first
That's cool.
game on
Yeah.
PUBG
Yeah,
Mobile.
Yeah, PUBG Mobile, you always win.
I just got in a car and started running people over, and I somehow won. With like 10 kills, and then I deleted the game. So my record
I
is
Yeah, I was over at Regis's one time. We were playing
my KD is 10.
PUBG Mobile, and Regis was not even playing. I was playing on my iPad. Like I won like 3 times.
Yeah.
It was
I-
so easy.
Yeah,
pretty
the
easy.
mobile ones are so easy to just destroy people on. Like,
Yeah.
dear God, what's it called? You got COD Mobile, Battle Royale mode. I swear
That
I
game
have
was
like 60 wins, and I've only ever played the Battle Royale mode like 60 times. So every time I played, I got a win. It was so easy. It's like Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Yeah,
Like,
it
you
was
guys
fun.
tried,
Remember
dropped
for a
out,
The
little while.
difference between
pop,
COD
it's literally.
and Fortnite.
Yeah. Mushy, did you ever play Knives Out? That was popular.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I'd always
Yeah,
play.
it was okay.
That was like when I started to go on Discord, and I played with Calero 369, the cringe League of Legends man himself, and just played with him. and like we'd like always not win, but we'd drop train station all the time, and we'd lose. I'm like, bro, we kind of bad. And we occasionally get that duo win.
1 second, guys.
Difference between COD and Fortnite is when you die in COD or kill someone in COD, you get called the N-word.
Yep.
And in
Fortnite, you just do a
Fortnite,
dance.
exactly.
Dude, Fortnite does not even have any good emotes. Like literally.
There are probably
This is
like
why you play Unreal
5.
Tournament. There's a lot better emotes in Unreal Tournament.
Or you
And
play a
you know,
game
you know
with
what
no
you know what I'm
emotes.
talking about, Gary.
The middle finger.
In a air home or whatever.
Oh yeah. They got to keep it PG, even though it's a teen game.
Yeah. Okay. So either question. Would you rather play Apex or Fortnite?
Sorry about that. Wait, Apex or Fortnite?
Yeah.
See here. I just generally do not like Apex for other reasons. Fortnite, it's better. I mean, it's kind of like the original, but it's not. It's just the original that got
It's
popular.
the original cartoony battle royale.
Yeah, it's the original cartoony one.
I think Fortnite's a lot more fun. I tried to go to Apex, but it was just
Yeah, I
it's
didn't
great.
like Apex. It was
I played Apex like one time. Got a win.
Having
Yes.
got wins in both
Yeah,
games,
I think like the
I'm
main.
gonna say Fortnite's probably better.
yeah. Apex is just I didn't like it. I thought it was just too clunky and too stupid sometimes. Like
Yeah.
especially when trying to identify targets, you just get clapped anyway because somebody'd always have the drop on you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess like the one thing that makes fun like with any battle royale, you have to have friends. Like if you
Yeah,
don't have
Yeah.
friends, why are you playing those games?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
because
bad.
they should almost just not even have a solo version. They should just have
Yeah,
squads, duos, trios.
Solo is
Yeah.
just boring. Just play like
Because like at
Tarkov
least
or
with duos, you
whatever.
can be like given those mad callouts, and then you can actually like have a well diverse team.
Yeah. Which makes it really fun. And it makes
Yeah.
it easier.
Yeah.
And I think one things I really disliked about Apex was the special abilities that each operator would have, and then most of the operators were pay to win anyway, so it's just made the game so much
That's
worse.
made by EA though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
course.
a decent game, but
it
the
was
pay to win
just so
aspect
bad.
is
It was like,
bruh.
whose idea was this to add a pay to
It's
win
EA
battle
obviously.
royale?
Yeah.
Like, great, you
Esports.
made this
It's in the
game
wallet.
free. Yeah, no kidding, Jesus. At least with other
Yeah.
versions from EA, like Battlefield 4, they had like you actually had to grind after you paid to win the game. Like, I mean, like the specialty weapons that you got were great and all, but like you didn't get them right off the bat. You actually had to go and play the game to unlock them. So I mean, it's still paying to win, but you actually need to work for it. Like that's a respectable pay to win. Like not just I just gave them $30 and they gave me the most OP guy in the entire game. No, I just walk around the map just popping off.
Yeah. I think like
Balance.
if Fortnite had the pace of like the gunfights in Apex, Fortnite would be really popular. And
Yeah.
that's like one of the things that people go to Apex for is like the intense fighting.
Yeah, the speed of the battle instead
speed of the battle, it's not
instead of being a
slow.
slugfest, because Fortnite's more of a slugfest than anything else when it comes to
Yeah, you just
actual
build like the
gunfight.
tower of like
I feel like
Doom.
if they added like
Basically
20 more
power.
players on the map, then it would be like chaos. Like you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Yeah.
Fortnite needs
Because-
to have a bit more chaos. It's kind of
Because-
it's kind of
right now
boring.
it's
It's
kind of
like
starting to feel a little dry, especially when you do squads and literally half the squads are wiped out before you even touch down
Before-
your drop zone.
yeah,
Yeah.
before like even the first zone.
right now, I think
Like-
they have a good loot pool. To,
Yeah, good loot pool, but
Yeah.
just way too many people die.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like one point that brings up one point. Is it good to have? Would it be better to have like the older map, like the real older map in this circumstance, because it would be a lot smaller and more compact, but even though that would make more people die, but you'd find more people more easily.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a toss up. I like the old map because like it was always a blood fest, but I also disliked it because it was always a blood fest. Like you couldn't actually like calm down for like more than like 10 seconds at any given time, because you'd always be like, "There's another dude over there," and then the current map, it's nice because it's big, but it almost isn't because you still wind up with the same issues the original one had, where you just have concentrated points where everybody always just goes to it,
Yeah,
and it doesn't really matter.
even with like Tilted coming soon, that's gonna be like half the
Well,
lobby
I mean,
is
it
gonna
would be
drop
it
Tilted.
would at least be a little bit nicer once they bring back, the biggest point, which is in the center of the map, because then everybody wouldn't go straight to the ones that are on the outskirts. So I mean,
like everyone from Greasy, I bet is just gonna go straight to Tilted instead.
oh yeah, you know it.
Yeah,
All the desert players or all the people
Nah,
who
all
like
the
to
kids
drop.
who are just like who have never dropped Greasy and are just like, oh my goodness, this place is so OG. Gonna drop here.
Yeah,
This
OG,
episode is
but
turning
playing
into
in
the
chapter,
Fortnite
what, season
episode.
2, or chapter 2, season 1. I mean, yeah,
jeez.
like what? There's a few other battle royales. Just like, like uh,
Call of Duty 4. Black Ops 4.
Call of
and there
Duty
is
4.
it's kind of a ripoff of PUBG, but I forgot what it was called. But it took place in like France in like 1939.
Oh, Vigor, or is
It's
that
like
the
a
other one?
hunger one. Yeah, it was weird because like,
Yeah,
like
I
when you
remember
picked up
playing
armor,
it.
it would be like pots and pans and stuff, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
I
literally
remember that. Yeah, it
PUBG.
was just
I'm like,
whack. It
that's
was
really
whack.
weird.
And then they had like Willys Jeeps and stuff, and like Car 98Ks. It was kind
Yeah,
of weird.
that one was kind of fun, but it was weird. There is like
Yeah,
no one around.
it was just totally weird. Yeah, because like the whole map was almost like trenches of World War I, and it was just
Yeah,
so
World War
weird.
II, World War One.
Yeah,
whatever.
but it was definitely World War II, but like they had trench systems and stuff, so it was definitely like
Yeah, because like
1939
the
or
cars are from the 40s,
1940.
obviously.
Yeah,
That one is
it was just a strange fella of a game.
There was one
Yeah.
battle
I
royale that I
definitely
watched a
remember
video
playing it.
of, like once, and you could only use a bat. Then there were just heals, and it looked so stupid.
Yeah.
Is
I don't know, I
Crab
feel like
Game
people
technically
just-
a battle royale?
No, it's a Squid Game ripoff.
Eh, It's more of like a series of mini games.
More of like
Yeah.
epic mini games.
Epic mini
Fall
games for
Guys.
Roblox. Fall Guys.
Jeez.
It's like Fall Guys, but it's not really like a shooter game.
Yeah.
Guess another question: would you rather have a slow-paced or a fast-paced shooter?
Well,
Like any kind of shooter game that just has a gun. Like literally any.
I like both. There's no point to them because the graphics engine doesn't allow you to actually see enemies that are within the effective range of that gun. So by the time that you actually do spot an enemy, he's either way too close or way too far away. So there's no point to using them. And then fast paced, those are really fun too, because then those ones typically have like melee weapons. Like, look at me
Yeah,
go! I
and
have a sword.
they-
I'm running around with
You
this
start like the
katana.
fast-paced ones start to get a bit wacky.
Yeah, they get
what they do.
out of hand really fast, like
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
You know, like you have like a Warframe, and you have like a secondary and a first area. Like
yeah,
it's like an intense amount of like item pool. I'm like, geez, there's
Yeah.
like so many items you can have. Like, but it's like once you start to level, like go fat, like get used to the game, you start to like sling around the maps.
yeah. You just pop off. Like I've been playing Cyberpunk lately. Good game. Not as bad as it was made out to be originally by everybody. Pretty quality. They're for a fast shooter game. It is great because like the way that they have their systems set up for like actually wanting to go that route is with like reflexes. So you have like faster reloading. You have increased speed while using like handguns. assault rifles, fucking katanas, swords, mantis blades, whatever sort of like actual sharp melee stuff. So then you're just like running around like actually popping off. Like I have a couple of recordings where I literally wiped out like five guys in like 10 seconds just because of the speed buffs that they give you. So like that's like fast shooter. Like you can just run
Yeah.
around and just totally obliterate everybody because they also allow you to like do more damage the faster you're going. It's just so nice.
Yeah, having like that high percentage for like crits and stuff.
Yeah, your DPS is just really high. And the high
Yeah.
crit chance is just insane
I
in that
guess
game.
I guess like Unreal Tournament is like a fast-paced shooter because like on like a Blitz game
Yeah.
mode or whatever game mode, like
Yeah.
you're going at each other. In a
Yeah, I
really
like
kind
those
of,
types
like,
of games.
Yeah, Blitz
it's
Blitz
like
is
it's
always
an arena.
fun when it's done right.
Yeah.
Like if the game allows you to like have mobility modifications, they're doing things right there, especially when you can like start changing how fast you're reloading, how fast you're actually moving around with certain weapons, how fast you can deal damage, because then you just wind up with that snowball effect of DPS, and now you just going blitz.
I like
Yeah,
a
but like
Everything's a
Blitz
blur
game
and you're
mode in
just
Unreal
popping
Tournament
off.
is complete is like it's not what you think a Blitz game mode would be. Like you're blitzing, it's almost like capture the flag, but
Yeah.
this team is going from one point to try to like score in this whole thing on a map.
yeah.
And like on the other team, you have like 5 lives each. There's 5 people.
Yeah.
So
It'll give you
there's
infinite
there's a little
lives.
bit of strategy involved with it, which
Yeah.
I like a lot.
Yeah, and like there's points you can like rally and get all your teammates to 1 point and stuff. It can be intense sometimes when you play with like the higher level players and you know what you're doing. And
Yeah.
there's all kinds of crazy guns. Like there's like every gun has like 2 modes. There's like a normal mode where it's like just like normal bullets, where it's like one guns has like it's almost like a I don't know, like an assault rifle that kind of like just like shoots like one at a time.
Oh yeah,
But then and it's like its alt has like this bulb thing
energy
Yeah.
that
ball
kind of
that
shoots out,
shoots out.
and then if you bulb shoot thing and you hit it with your first, you can combo. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it becomes like really intense in that, like with dodging and stuff. I gotta say I'm like a mid tier in that game.
I like a good
Wait,
gun game. Those are really
yeah,
fun if they're
Yeah.
done right. 'Cause those are fast paced and you're like shooting constantly.
Yeah.
You have to have a small map for a gun game. You cannot
Yeah.
have a big map.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's not really a true gun game. Because then you're just like sat there way too long with a garbage weapon trying to find somebody.
Exactly.
And as history has told us, that is not fun.
Yup. Skip one question, but do bows belong in shooter games?
Depends on the game.
I come out right now and say in Fortnite, the
No.
bows completely suck. Like, why take a bow?
Yeah, they
During
feel like a
Yeah.
lower
season.
tier weapon if they were added.
They are
But it kind of
extremely
balances the
bad.
loot pool.
However, in like because Battlefield 4 they have those I do have to admit it is a pretty fun weapon to use. You don't
Yeah,
get
bows
a
are
whole
fun
lot
to
of kills.
use, but like
You don't
have to
get a
make 'em
whole lot
good.
of kills, but come on, who doesn't
Yeah.
who doesn't enjoy a spot of trolling where you jump off the top of a skyscraper with nothing but a bow
You
and
know
a
what? Like, there's
very
something
crappy
stupid.
lever action?
Yeah, something stupid I found out in Warframe. Like, you can have like you have your bow and you can like get it all the way back, and you can just hop around with it all the way back for like infinite time. But then
Huh.
the point of that, the balance of that is that when you shoot it, it goes like towards the ground more. It doesn't go
Huh.
up. It's like it's got bad aim at that point.
Yeah.
I feel like bows are like a worse sniper.
Yeah.
They do have their place though.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
survival games, they definitely have a
Yeah.
good seat
Yeah,
there.
But
Because
for like first person shooters, probably
no.
not.
No, I mean, mm, sometimes like if you're doing like a campaign or something and you have a stealth mission, I could see it as being nice,
Yeah.
as a decent alternative to something that's suppressed or whatever. But it I don't know. It's kind of a toss up there on bows. I mean, they're kind of fun to mess with, but they're definitely not like a main weapon. Like
Yeah.
every soldier's weapon of choice, the 18th century English longbow. Yeah, no.
If you get good at bows, they can be relatively fun.
Oh
but
God, yeah.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
kinda like-
Yeah.
if you can master your craft with a bow, I have mad
Yeah.
respect for you.
Well, that's
It's
pretty
like-
much any weapon though, too. Some
it's like-
weapons are
Yeah.
easier, some are
It's
harder.
like it's like either a bow, like a revolver, or a sniper. If you can get really good at
Yeah.
those, you know you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean anybody can just be a brain dead submachine gun tard and just run
Yeah.
around with a
SMG
fucking
be like,
Uzi and just
spray and pray.
spray you down. Yeah, spray and
right
pray.
now.
Some of those hit.
Well, some
Oh,
games
God,
take
I
like
hate
really
that.
well. Like there's a learning curve to those guns too. Like the
Yeah.
Yeah,
called?
with like
the
amount of like kickback it has.
recoil. Yeah,
Yeah.
some games are like really hard to master the recoil. Kind of like Valorant
Yeah, like
or
sometimes
CS:GO.
it almost feels like
Yeah.
they like kick the shit out of recoil and make those guns way more like like have way more recoil than they actually do.
Yeah,
Like an AR-15 that does not necessarily have as much recoil IRL like as it does in the game. Like when I say as much, it has a buffer spring in it, so each per shot like recoil is very minimal. Like you barely even feel the damn thing. Like they aren't kidding when they like show you like because like in basic trainings the drill sergeants will show people not to fear the recoil by placing the stock of the weapon on their nuts and cracking off a few rounds. The recoil there is not a whole lot compared to how much these games are portraying there is. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
sure there's gonna be muzzle climb, but like I feel like the game's almost just like mix up the difference between muzzle climb and recoil. Like on an AK going full auto,
Yeah.
that muzzle's gonna climb and you're gonna be shooting vertical by that 27th round.
Real life, you go up a few centimeters. Games, you go up a few feet.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. Like, did you see the thing with Battlefield 2042 where like that dude had the I think it was a saw and he just held down the trigger and all 200 rounds cracked off, and the muzzle climbed so much that it did a full revolution on the screen all the way
Really?
through his body and back forward. Like it climbed that much that it went backwards at one point, and then it was pointing directly down, and then it was pointing back up again. It was just absolutely wild.
I guess what are you like? What's your all-time favorite like shooter game? Let's start off with Mushi.
Ooh, I'd have to say the original Rainbow Six, like I don't know, like almost a year ago, like 6 months before it started getting utter dog shit. Like it's a pretty good classic, pretty good.
XSageSpider.
Right now, mine would have to be tied between Fortnite and Halo.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
I
Those are the only two I play.
like OG Fortnite. Probably the best. I do also like Call of Duty. And
Yeah, Call of Duty's pretty good.
I really like Arsenal gun game on Roblox for some
Yeah.
reason. It's
Yo,
it's just
Arsenal?
fun.
Yeah, Arsenal.
You can't lie,
Arsenal's
it's
pretty
just
good.
fun.
You'd be sitting there in the middle of like math class and just
Yeah,
popping off
yeah,
in the back of the room.
yeah.
Crunker, let's go. Get an epic
I was
dub.
never a person to
I
get into
I
Crunker.
started playing Crunker and I was popping off.
Once you learn how to slide cancel, then you get the game
Oh
down.
God, it is
I think
is slide canceling with an SMG in that game is just god.
What you need is to
strat.
get good with the revolver or sniper and aiming,
Yeah.
and then you just kill kids instantly.
Or like Phantom Forces. If you ever use the intervention sniper rifle on
Yeah.
PC with a red dot or a reflex sight, when I say that the sway that they have, the algorithm they use for swaying on the weapons is only active when you're using a sight. So if you're using something like a red dot or a reflex, there's no sway because it's not a scope. So you can literally make the round, and it also, for some reason, I've noticed, has eliminated almost all of the bullet drops. So if you throw a suppressor on that bitch and you just run around with the bolt modification, so it's just straight pull bolt, you can just destroy kids in that game. I did it once, and it was just absolute dog shit. I got like a 60 kill game on Dunes. It was just bad.
Yeah.
What about you?
Like-
Yeah, like I guess
You just gotta...
my favorite have to be Unreal Tournament. I've just been like positivity in this podcast thing over it. Be like,
That's a really good game.
like
Yeah.
I found it like after I found Fortnite, which is like weird for some people to think about, because like the game it's had like multiple versions. It's like this latest version came out like 4 years before Fortnite was even a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like just there's a lot more fun than Fortnite at like in that time period when like Fortnite was just starting to like pop off. It's like, oh, well, like not actually no. Like recently this year, it's been like I have like spurts of going on it. It's just like I play Blitz, queue up with like the normals or like that are really good. Somehow I dog on them occasionally, or they dog on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess going back to like Roblox games. What do you guys think about like Phantom Forces? Do you guys like that game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can completely dog on kids in the console edition.
I never played the console. I always played the computer game.
I usually only ever play the PC, but every once in a while I'll hop on the console, because yeah, and you can just kind of destroy everybody on there because they're absolute dog water.
The thing
It's
is,
just
I
garbage.
destroy people on PC using a controller.
Yeah, it's so.
That's the problem.
It's so ass backwards. I swear. It's like when you're playing on like PC servers against PC people, and you're playing on a PC, but then you hook up a controller, you're now just destroying them. But then when you're playing on like a console and you hook up a keyboard and mouse, now you're just destroying them. So it's like, what?
Yeah.
I haven't ever really
It's-
gotten into
it's
Phantom
so-
Forces. I played it a couple times, but I just haven't really liked it.
That was the
Oh,
first game I played. It
it's like
kind of
the-
got bad.
Yeah, I kind of stopped liking it after a while because they kind of
Yeah.
like they got dry real quick, like the weapons and stuff. I don't know, like all
It'd
the
always be like a
high-tier
certain
weapons
map,
are just
and
very
it'd be like,
bad.
oh, it's this type of weapon for this map. It'd be
Yeah.
like crane sight, and it'd be, oh, it's a sniper map. Let's use a sniper.
Yeah.
The only
then
So
it
time
now
I
you
ever
can't
played
now you
Phantom
can't even walk
Forces-
outside without
Yeah.
somebody just aimbotting your ass. So
And then it's like Metro, and it's like, oh my god, it's AR or SMG time.
yeah, or
Yeah.
shotgun, because everybody knows.
Yeah,
in
I
every
remember
good
when the
game,
shotguns like they
shotgun
weren't
is
even
not a
they
shotgun,
actually
it's a
removed the
sniper
shotguns
rifle.
for a while, and then they bring them back, and they're like, bruh,
Dude,
shotguns are too overpowered still.
I swear, some games when it comes to shotguns is so dumb. Like they're like, oh yes, it's a sniper rifle that fires 70 rounds all at once, right at the enemy, and they all do 100 damage to the head.
OG
So
pumps.
they click and they're gone. It's almost like a spray and pray, but not quite. And it gets even worse because some
Yeah,
games
the
like that,
range-
fletchets or
Range of like
slugs.
some
Oh,
of the
God.
shotguns in Phantom Forces, like some of the low level shotguns are insane. Like,
Yeah,
you could
it's
shot it from
so
the
weird.
other side of the map, and
It's
you
so
could get a
weird.
kill.
Like the KSG-12, you can just walk around and just pop off. I did that once. I was literally on the
Metro,
the Keep
probably.
map. No, I was on Keep, and I was sniping kids from across the fucking map with a pump shotgun that had like standard BBs, a laser on it, and a red dot. Like, come on, game. That's not
Yeah.
how this is supposed to be played.
I have
And then
like
you just
one.
walk around a corner and some kid rocks up with his SMG. He knows he's good, but then you just pump him full of lead, and he's like, "Oh, well then, I guess I'm just gonna go over here and die."
Yeah, I had like one moment from Phantom Forces I remember. It's kind of towards like my end of the time, but I got this like it was like a really really long uh revolver thing, and I was playing
Oh shit! Yeah,
Suburbia,
yeah.
and I like that gun was so fun, but nobody would
Yeah.
have it, and I playing Suburbia, and I would kill so many kids. They would get so mad.
Yeah, I one of my favorite weapons to just standardly use is the Belgian AR. It's the I think it's the FNFAL, or it's the, dear God, I can't remember what it is. It fires .50. It's insane. I threw a muzzle brake on it, an ACOG, and I put on the side one of those sight algorithms that allows you to like always get headshots, so you can like see the little white diamond, and you just sit there and you run around. You put the weapon on single fire, you lie down, and now you have this 50 cal sniper rifle that has it had very bad recoil for a while, but they kind of fixed it, and I have no
Yeah.
idea where it's at right now. But you could literally just sit there and just destroy kids from across the map because the gun had almost no bullet drop, and you could always get headshots. So it was just, you just dog on them. And what's even worse is that the game knew, like, when they coded in the gun, they clearly knew what they were doing, because the weapon in real life is designed to crack engine blocks on cars with one round. And when I say that this thing would shoot through walls like a knife going through butter, I'm not lying. You could see some kid who's running past a window, lead him a little bit, pop him through the wall, and now he's screaming at you in chat going, "How did you just wall clip me?"
All
Like,
right,
I'm sorry.
Going on to Arsenal. What you guys think about Arsenal?
I like it and I hate it. I like it because it's very fast paced, but I hate it because some of the weapons that they give you are so garbage that you're stuck with them literally until the end of the game.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the pepper revolver. It is the worst gun
Yeah,
in that
I
entire
hate when it's
game, and they
like
should
a
just
large
remove it.
spurt of like SMGs, and I somehow like its first one's like a revolver, and it kind of takes a while to get a kill with it. And like
Yeah, I
all
think
these
that's
kids
just
are
part
like
of the
spraying
skill.
me. Yeah, I know. Like all the kids are like spraying
Yeah,
me
and
and stuff,
it,
and I
and
can't
it
even get a
eventually
kill.
just gets to the point where there's such a gap between you and all the other dudes in the enemy team.
If you
that
actually play
you
the
can't
game
actually get a
and you
kill.
like actually know the spawn points on the maps,
Yeah.
then you
Oh yeah,
then you
yeah,
can like
and then
peek
you
the
just
corner and
roam
shoot
the
them with a
entire time.
revolver and like kind of just kill
know,
them,
they-
you know?
They don't have like SMGs at this point, but it's like annoying.
The
But
hush
that
puppy.
usually never happens.
The hush puppy.
Dude, it does
Oh,
99
God.
damage
Worst
and then
gun.
you're just left with
Yeah.
like 1 health and you're like, what the heck?
Dang it, man.
Why'd
You have to hit the
Can't
headshot.
kill.
Why'd you have yeah, I hate the I hate the hush puppy and I hate the pepper.
So bad.
They're the worst two guns in the entire fucking game. And I swear they need to like, because sometimes it seems like it's a thing and sometimes it's not, the assist, where like if I
Yeah.
kill the guy but you also landed quite a few hits in him, we both get credit for the kill, so we move on.
Yeah,
But
that's kind of
swear-
cool. I
Also-
like that feature where if you get an assist, then you move on.
Yeah,
But
then
sometimes
we
that
move
doesn't
on.
even work.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
I've
exactly.
gotten
like,
many
yeah.
assists and I
Pointless.
don't switch.
Yeah, and you don't switch. Now you're just sat there with your thumb up your ass. You get killed 6
Exactly.
more times, and then now you just lost that gun, and now you're back down a tier. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Well,
When you hit him 99 with the hush puppy, someone gets the assist and you don't switch guns.
I think in the
Yep.
standard mode and competitive mode, the golden knife kill at the end is super like balanced, like super rewarding too.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
you're sitting
hard,
there and
but
you're
it's
freaking out,
rewarding.
and they're freaking out, and
Yeah.
it's just wild.
Yeah, I like
I remember
that.
like Arsenal like just came out and just playing it like at school, and like someone was talking about how they've never won it, and I've like won like eight
Oh,
rounds at that point.
yo.
I'm like, bro, this is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
I
game
think
modes like Railgun
personally
Royale
like the
are
best.
like super fun, but like some games like
Yeah,
I don't know.
think
Yeah.
the one thing I
Snowball
don't really
Fight
like
just came
about,
out. It's super stupid.
The monkey mode.
Oh, that's so stupid too.
One thing I don't like about Arsenal is like just like the amount of times you're doing like team versus team modes. I like the more like have like free for all.
I like the
kinda
team
like-
modes
Yeah.
because
The
you can
4
like
team mode,
you can like
fun.
find out spawn points. That's what I like about it. But free for all is
Yeah,
also
because it
fun
gets
because
to
you're
the
on your
point
toes
where-
like all the time.
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it forces the spawn, because like if you get too close to their spawn points, it won't actually spawn them at that point. But
Yeah,
if it's
that's
a
true.
4-team round, then you go near their spawn point, they're still forced to spawn there because everybody else is covering the other spawn points.
That's
They're
true.
too close, the
Yeah.
game doesn't like it. Very
Most,
nice.
most of the people who play the game like always vote for 2-team instead of 4-team.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why? Let's play 4 team.
Nah.
And so I just didn't play it. And there's other factors for that, but I'm just not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Going off the title, first person pooper. Have y'all heard of Muddy Heights?
No, I'm about to search that up right now.
No.
It's old, but the game is you just poop off a building and
Oh
try
my
and
God,
hit
that
people.
one?
Oh.
That one?
Yeah, I
That
think
game?
everybody here
That
is- I
game.
think everybody here has seen that game.
Everybody
oh my god, I
has.
Yeah,
remember
the
watching
corn
Yo,
YouTubers
who
play
Who
that.
played that? What
Oh
YouTuber
my
played
God.
that? Was that
I think it was
Markiplier?
Dan TDM.
It
Oh,
was-
yeah.
I think it
Yeah,
was
Dan
Dan
TDM played it.
And maybe Jacksepticeye did it as well, I think.
Such a good game.
Quality.
That's just
Quality
free money
building.
for them. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
a poop flying from the sky. Let's hit someone for
Yeah,
like
it
20
goes,
minutes
like,
and
you
then it's
start-
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it would like
Stuff.
hit the ground and explode and coat everybody in shit, and everybody's running around like you're like, oh, well,
Everyone
at
is
least
dying.
I
L.
got a bunch of money.
Apply a nice coat.
Yep. Looked like the sidewalk needed a fresh coat of brown paint.
Yep.
Paint the town brown.
Yeah.
They should almost just add that game. I mean, make a game where it's just a dude who's riding
Yeah,
around on a
poop.
truck.
Remake it.
Someone
got a
actually
dude
needs to
on the
make
back
a
and, like,
first person
just bent
pooper
over.
where you shoot out poop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
your
like-
head's like backwards and you're walking backwards with your ass aimed to the sky.
Yep. Yep.
It's gotta be a battle royale though. Squads only.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, Battle Royale, 1,000 people. Poop. First person
1,000 poop. No,
There's
but
like-
it's like the same size as a Fortnite
Okay,
map, so,
so-
it's just packed.
You eat different foods as ammo. And like
Yeah.
if you eat like a taco, then it's like a shotgun splatter shot. If you eat something
You
like I
eat
don't know.
corn, it's just a compact pellet.
Yep. It's like a machine gun.
And then you take the turbo lax, and then now all of a sudden you got this rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Just boom, tactical.
It shoots out flames like an actual rocket.
And then
Yep.
it's when it's doing like you eat like ice cream or like cheese, you get the ice cream you get like lactose intolerant poop.
Oh
Like,
dear God, that just reminded me.
diarrhea.
Have you guys ever seen movie 47?
No.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so let me just explain about this shit scene that they have in there. Like it's this man and his wife, and she's like, "Please poop on me." So he takes his he eats a whole bunch
Like
of
you do.
burritos, and then he drinks a Turbolax, right? Well,
Oh.
he goes running out of the house across the street because she's like freaking out at him, and he goes running after her because she thought that he was having I think it was like something like
Poop. cake.
like he was cheating on her or something. And so he goes running out after her, and this car hits him. And when I say that this man goes off like an M80, I mean like he cooked off. Like he shat so hard, it not only covered the car, but it covered the entire front of the house. And she's like, "Oh, honey, you did this for me?" Like fucking Turbolax, man. That was just some real wild shit. It like covered the entire street block. It was just wild.
In the new Home Alone movie, there's this one character who's just always in the bathroom, and it's this famous actor, but he's only in the bathroom,
Aw,
taking a
jeez.
massive dump the entire movie.
How funny.
Poop.
We should get back
Yeah.
on topic.
Yeah.
You start
Someone
talking
needs to
about
make that
poop.
game though. Someone needs to make it.
If
Yeah,
nobody
somebody
makes
needs to make
it,
the game.
Poop FPS. Uh, like what
Made in
what
the
is your
Galactic
favorite type
Lounge's
of
honor.
like game mode in like a shooter game? Is like capture the flag, battle royale.
Ooh, I do have to admit, Battlefield 1 had this really nice, like, I get that most of the other Battlefield games had it, but I think Battlefield 1 did it the best. It was front lines, where you, as said, you have front lines and you have to get from trench to trench and stuff like that. And, like, it really worked well on some maps, sometimes it didn't, but, like, you had to get across the map, and then once you got to the other team's side, you had to blow up their, telegraph posts, because there's two of them, A and B, and what the other team could do is they could go up to those and send out messages that would call in artillery strikes around the positions and wipe out the enemy team, so you could try and push back and get to the other side. It was very, very fun mode. It worked very well for that type of game. I didn't really like it so much for the other ones because it wasn't really executed as well, and the maps weren't really set up for it. They just kind of did it because they'd done it before.
I think my
Yeah.
favorite would have to be Fiesta from Halo
That's
because
a really fun one.
someone could get like really good with the sidekick pistol and just dominate in a normal match, but in Fiesta you just get random guns, so it's sort of balanced.
It's
unless
kinda like a
someone
gun
gets
game.
a spanker.
Kind of like a gun game, but once you kill someone, your gun doesn't switch. You just spawn with different guns
Yeah,
each time.
Yeah.
So it keeps it fresh, like the whole entire thing.
yeah.
Going off of Halo, some of my best memories is playing Slayer in the living room with Spider and Regis all night long.
Regis.
All night.
Regis.
Sometimes we just drive around in mongooses and warthogs, and sometimes we
Fiesta
just like
max speed, max jump height.
Oh, man. I
Yeah,
remember
sometimes
I
we,
played,
like, edit the gun loot and loot pool and all kinds of like speed and stuff, and it was really fun.
But then truck
Even
wars
playing
in
normal.
Halo E. CE.
Yeah,
I used to play Halo with my friends. Pretty good.
we'd go in the ice map on CE, and we say we only drive the Warthog, and it's so icy and so slippery, and the mechanics are so weird that we just try to
Yeah, it's
tip
like
each other
ice
over.
skating.
And once the person got out of the truck, then it's fair game. You just run them over, and that's a kill. It was
If you
super
hit
fun.
someone perfectly, you can send them a few stories high, or you can get yourself sent a few stories high.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like in Battlefield 4, you used to be able to do funnies with C4 and have something like a tank and a jet fighter, and you'd have the jet fighter try and go after the tank, but you'd place a bunch of C4 underneath the tank, detonate the C4, and because the tank was on top of it, the physics engine would send the tank straight up in the air. And I've seen it done
Yeah.
before where the tank would go up, and as the jet fighter comes across, the tank main gun fires, and it hits the jet fighter perfectly square, blows it up, and before the tank even lands on the ground. Sick. And then you can also do funnies with like Jeeps and stuff in that game too. I swear, it's
Yeah.
so fun to mess with games that actually have vehicles in them, like first person
Yeah.
shooters, and just mess with the physics engines and stuff so much, because
Yeah.
that's the one thing that I don't like about Call of Duty is they have no vehicles. And
That's true.
let's be honest, that makes a first person shooter a little bit
Yeah.
better. It makes it
Yeah.
better. So you can
I think
actually
one
do
thing-
trolling.
One thing, games like Fortnite need to have more like stupider loot pools with like more random items. Like
Yeah.
I've been just thinking, like, why don't they bring back C4 even though it's like really unbalanced, or like make it like a really, really unbalanced game mode where like you can just die instantly or whatever.
Add
or,
back
like,
the
not really,
Zapatron.
though. Yeah, add something really stupid.
That's
to the
kind of
game.
what like the
Like,
mythics were about, but they like dox like all the mythics just for one
Yeah.
mythic on the map.
Yeah.
I think they should have it like at least 3.
Well, when Brutus comes back, he's obviously gonna have his minigun.
Minigun. Yo. I'm like the only one here that's like, I've not really played any Call of Duty or Halo, but I played Halo a couple of times, but like never got into those games.
Yeah, our parents
Yeah.
didn't let us play Halo until we were like 12.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, but
I just
It's
didn't play
alright.
it.
No, I didn't get like an Xbox till I think I was like 10 maybe. Like always up until
Yeah.
that point I had a Wii, and even then on the Wii I just sit there and play Wii Sports all day. Airplane mode of Wii Sports, because
Yep.
flying around in an airplane is the most quality thing in
Yeah.
that game.
That's
Yeah, and
technically a
also-
first-person shooter. You just
Yeah,
go in a
pretty much.
dogfight.
I mean, you could do
dodge fight.
dogfights too.
Yeah.
That shit was sick. Not to mention you could
Yeah,
like
and
actually
also-
like thoroughly explore.
Also,
that.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Mushy. We do have hopefully another gaming episode that's for the other types of games. This one just happens to be like this.
Okay,
So
okay,
straight
yeah.
up-
Save it for next time.
Oh,
Save
man.
it for next.
Shut
save
the
it for
hell
literally
up.
Next episode, actually.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
also we
think-
can. It's like 15 minutes left. We could probably get into weekly music.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You know.
All right.
I think why
Ow.
ODST stuck with me so much was when we were living at our grandparents, me and
Gary.
would always just walk through New Mombasa streets every once in a while, trying to figure out where that little piece was in the grass that we could never find.
Oh yeah.
In that little
Yeah.
circle area.
Yeah. That was really confusing for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can play whatever you want in launch chat. But to speak. This is Glacier Shishi Odashi. Probably saying that wrong. But I believe what is Glacier? It's like
It's like a synth and vaporwave.
yeah, but isn't it two people?
No, it's one guy. Just
Yeah,
a
it's one
random
dude,
other
yeah.
guy.
This takes a while to go.
A little bit. Find your songs.
Kind of a nice beat. Slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of a bop.
It,
It's just
like it feels
going.
like the name totally makes sense for this song.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and I'm not talking about like the name of the song, but like the name of the person.
Yeah. I like his album covers.
Yeah.
Like this
Very chill.
album's called Water Slide. I just like the melody of this one.
It's like one of those games. It'd be like kind of like a Minecraft like ambient song.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's different a bit, but it's really good. So that was a really good song. So a little more of it. This is like ambient and vaporwave,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
synth. Actually, a lot of synth. It's more like synth and ambient.
Yeah.
Not much of vaporwave. Yeah, I guess that's probably enough for that one. We got Ode to Joy, Beethoven. The deaf
Yo.
dude.
People actually, they're starting to think now that he wasn't actually deaf. It was just because he had such a buildup of wax in his ears from prolonged exposure to sound. But you know,
Classic. If you're a classical fan, you'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah. I don't
Classical's
think
not
anyone
bad.
doesn't on this song.
yeah, like
Yeah.
not like classical music where we're like writing new music now. Like I don't like the term classical music for like anything that's been written after like the year 2000.
Yeah.
Like, this is
after the year
true
like
classical
1900,
music.
classical like doesn't exist. It becomes like jazz.
Yeah, exactly. Before Regis just kind of popped in just for Ode to Joy.
Yep.
Only one time.
No, he popped in
Only
before.
spoonful.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Spoonful.
When we're all grandparents, what we're listening to now is going to be called classical.
Yep.
Oh,
Or-
I hate that. I hate
Just
even
the thought
Okay,
of that.
we have right now we have Mark Riddido Dreamy Gang Audio. It's my song. A bit funky.
I don't know. I hate our generation's music. Like, I mean, this stuff
You can
slaps.
find some good stuff.
Like, what I mean is like actual like songs, like stuff with lyrics is just
Yeah, maybe we
pretty
could hashtag
bad.
like
Just,
save that for a music episode down the road, maybe.
Yeah.
but we're just kind of talking about music now, man.
Be like, could you save that for another podcast?
I don't know. I think we already did a music episode.
We didn't.
We did? Nah.
We've always been saying that we're gonna do one, but it's just
Yeah.
it can take a little while to do. But we're
Yeah,
gonna do it
that
right.
makes sense.
I feel like that would be appropriate for like a finale episode.
Yeah, or like before finale, yeah. Sounds it. That one. What do you got? xSageSpider.
Where do I even? What chat do I even play?
Go
it?
in
You
chat
put it
and
in
then
lounge.
do or no, not
E
chat.
exclamation point.
Yeah, I know how
Play.
to play it. Do I just put it in lounge?
Yep.
Yeah, just
Put it in
lounge.
lounge.
All right, give me a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, you guys with Geo 5.0, you can type commands in lounge now because commands channel is dead.
Yep.
Dang, didn't work.
Whatever. We'll make it.
You have to press
Wait,
space.
I know.
I got it.
Don't.
Oh, we listened to this song last night and I just put this
Nah,
on my
this is a
playlist.
different one. This is a different one. This is Artificial Snow. I showed you Reign of Amethyst and Amorphous.
Yeah.
This is by music artist that I usually listen to who makes a lot more intense music, especially for rhythm games.
Again, another song that lives up to the name of the album, or name or something. Definitely feels like a crystallized sound.
Yeah. Crystallized is one of his more slow albums.
Still fast though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to his other stuff, this is pretty slow.
That beat drop.
Yeah.
Pretty
Like,
good.
this compared to his latest song, Wow, there's like a huge difference in tone and stuff. The whole entire
Yeah.
beats are different.
Yeah, I might have to check out this whole album now.
Yeah.
Just that one song.
Beat is good.
Yeah. Let's play this for like 1 more minute. And again, those ones that just like totally makes sense for the name of the album.
Yeah.
You can just picture it.
You can picture crystals forming.
Yeah, like
walking
crystals
through a
like
cave.
crystals like almost like falling on the crystal. Or
Yeah.
whatever. But was that a word in the song?
What?
There are,
Yeah, there are a couple it sounds like.
yeah.
Okay, I think that's about good for that. got around 5 minutes left. Anyway, you guys have any last statements for this episode?
I don't
No, sir.
Nope.
want to do another one. Definitely.
Yeah, I think
We got more in the works.
plan is right now is for episode 5 to be another gaming episode, but with a different guest. But we're gonna cover literally everything else, and it'll be a
Nice.
lot more
Mm.
put together than this episode. This one was kind of on a whim almost.
Yeah, this one we kind of did like a day early almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt like a day early.
Yeah, we're doing this like 5 hours earlier than normal.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That equals a day in time, obviously, because
Yep.
we can bend it all. Yeah. I think this is almost the halfway point of the season.
Yeah.
Actually, next episode will be probably halfway point. But it's been
It's
a
going by
pretty good
fast.
season. Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We also did 2 new shorts for politics episode and Regis Christmas. Got Regis Christmas for Regis Read stuff. And oh yeah, we
the
don't.
cat.
Actually, we don't have a short out for the politics episode yet. Regis reads Pete the Cat.
Yeah, and
is
then we have
OMG
the
moment. The first
Gazelle.
episode. With Giselle winning copyright song.
Oh yeah,
Actually, you
yeah.
guys-
Those.
Do you actually want an update on what the standings are looking like for the copyright songs right now?
I don't care, sure.
God.
Okay, and tied in last place, Gary and me with 0.
Yeah, we're keeping it.
Second place, the guest with 1.
Is it Regis?
And then Mushy's leading the pack with 2. But it's
Wait,
possible.
I only have 2.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it's
playing like all
possible.
kinds of
Like,
classic rock and
I've
stuff
played
like
at least
that.
like 15 by now. Holy crap.
I think
Yeah.
I have one more thing to talk about. That is the best Fortnite player probably ever. Dustavius.
Dustavius, yo!
Ooh.
Classic.
Controversial topic here, but he is obviously the best Fortnite player in the world. Beat Ninja 2-1.
In a rap
Dustavius
battle,
is
obviously.
really good.
Fortnite while rapping. That's how epic he is.
We guys,
this
I
dude
gotta
is-
go.
Yeah, he does not have a basketball game every 10 minutes. He's an actual Fortnite gamer. Dustavius.
He ain't no Trayvon.
Yeah. I think we
Alright.
can end it there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
actual last statements?
You guys had
No.
a great New Year's. We're uploading or recording this
New
on New
Year's.
Year's Eve.
Oh my god.
No way.
Cheers to a good
COVID
2022.
COVID
It's probably going to be worse than this year.
Yo.
Fact.
Fortnite's going to crash and we're all going to die because we
Yeah,
can't
we're all
play
dying.
Nah,
it's
the
like-
internet's just
It's
gonna
like
crash.
Y2K.
it. Stock market crashes, no more internet. That's how the year's going to go.
I gotta go, guys.
China invades
Alright.
everyone.
Alright, we can end it off there.
Yep.
Oh, Mushy, over there.
Obviously.
You don't care.
You got it?
Well, you got to do the outro, man.
Oh, I gotta do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you got to do the outro.
Goodbye and good night. And lay a log.
Yeah.
See ya.